to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Hello, one and all. This is Luckless LoveLocks, and welcome to Alan Wake 2. Remedy just makes the most cinematic games, and I am here for it.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
The story became a monster.
And monsters wear many faces.
That's not Alan Wake, is it? Also, I don't think he said what the subtitle said. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe it is him. What the hell is happening? Welcome, everybody, to the new Alan Wake. Things have changed. So cool. Man, I've been looking forward to this. I did play the remastered version, what, two years ago? It's like it's been forever. And I am playing this on hard, totally blind. I've just watched a bit of the trailers. They were first released, but I tried to avoid info, so this would be spooky as hell, which reminds me, turn your lights off, headphones on. Pants are optional. This guy's decided not to wear any pants. So, I'm wearing shorts, so technically pantsless.
Please. Can you hear me?
Whoa. What's wrong? Come on, Ed. We should go.
Yeah, I would go, too.
Already gone.
I honestly, like, I thought about how this game would start. This is not it. I'm here for it, though. Sound like there's whispers over here. Turn around. Right? Is that what they said? No. Oh no, I'm playing in the pitch black, guys. This is not starting well. It's not gonna... This is a big camera. It's not gonna end well. Oh, Jesus! Oh! Frig! Oh, that's a cool tree. That definitely sounded like it was coming from behind us. Wait, is there someone up there? No. Oh, shoot. Thought I saw a light. I'm so curious to see how this game's gonna play out. Oh, I can sprint. Okay. Yeah, I'm down for sprinting. Oh shit! Oh my god! Well, we made it this far. Game save. Can I stop playing now? No. I love it. I love this. This is perfect. This is such the perfect Halloween game. I also should mention it's midnight, like on release night. So it's freaking late. I'm half asleep. So I'm in the perfect mood to play this. It's also like raining out. Basically the weather outside's like this. Maybe less windy. Am I gonna get a flashlight or a gun or something? The monster. Hey, any of you guys spare a coat? Oh, right in the nuts, I think. That's not cool.
Hemingway.
I thought they were gonna rip our limbs off.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this.
Oh my god, pure discretion is advised. Oh, that's the people from before. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. Happy claps. Oh, and they go back to the mountains that they showed at the start. Ha! Yes! It's here! See, this is how I expect shit to start. Oh, mercy.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Do you hate it when people get murdery?
Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Is Night Springs the Twilight Zone-ish? Oh, look who it is on the left. The Twilight Zone-ish show? You guys will... I might ask some
Logan
questions
thinks you should try cheering up.
about the story.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Oh, drinking at the same time. Love it. That's Max Payne, right? The guy on the left?
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
But that's actually Sam Lake, the likeness. I don't know. I don't think
Here
he
we
does
are.
the voice, does he?
Cauldron Lake.
time to get to work.
Who's the, I think the lead designer for Remedy? Or runs the studio, or whatever, or both?
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return one. Get to the crime scene and find the deputies.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Oh, can I run? Yeah, we can. Wait, did I just drop something?
I should take a look at that map.
It looked like she dropped her gun. I think it was just the light. Map displays key locations in the area.
You're the one who wanted.
Good old Cauldron Lake.
I think I
Oh, you
hit...
have to hold it down. Mind Palace. Ooh.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Oh, okay. That wasn't him talking to us. That was a radio, I guess. All right, now I can take a look. Goals. Yeah. Player. There. Exit. I could go that way, but that looks like the wrong way. But you know what? I like to go the wrong way first. Do we have to like go around finding coffee thermoses and pages in this one?
I have to head back.
Yeah.
Got things to do.
Okay. I see. All right. The game's letting me know I'm a doofus.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan.
the federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean?
Yes.
Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
This is great. It's the dialogue is just like the first one, but overall better acted. Let's get a briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I was wondering if he would react. I wanted to see his reaction. Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Perfect. That's what I wanted. I thought they were going to teach me how to crouch there, but I guess not.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Access case board inside the Mine Palace. Yes.
The mine place.
Oh, place,
My
sorry.
version of the Mind Palace technique.
Oh, all right.
To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Did it originally say
The facts are
Mind
on the
Place? And I just went to Palace? The brain's kind of funny, eh? I love stuff like this. So get to the crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton. Here's our map. Case.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
A case board is a mental technique that allows Saga, what a cool name, to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. Zoom out. Zoom in. Oh, and L to move the cursor. Okay. Navigate. All right. So we got Cauldron Lake murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Okay, that's the same thing. The method. It does say Mind Place. That's funny. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only. Commonality in bodies. But not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. Two of the victims had bruising. Some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Well, we saw what happened. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma. Consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. Heart missing, deep gash to the chest. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in water. When we were playing as this guy, he came out of the water. Wasn't he like face down? All bodies experience bloating. So maybe they came back to life after drowning or something? I don't know. I don't know why my voice went like that. The victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. What year did the first game come out in? Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist, like the original Alan Wake game. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Cauldron Lake, 2018. Some organs missing, predation. State of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. And this is who we were, I think. Percy Wolf. Store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is legible. Profile. I can select that. Talk to someone. Okay. I don't know what that means exactly. Postmortem tattooing of the body. Victim 3 is covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer, maybe, or their art. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Looks like that's it. That's our map. That's the case board. We can walk around in here. I think the choice of how this place looks is going to give us some insight into Saga's personality, right? Because she made all this. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I do like to take my time, look around, really get into the world. I don't rush through games. And I like to take a very passionate approach to everything that I play. But it looks like that's all there is here. Okay, we got some pictures. Us as a child, or our, that's probably our kid. What was her name again? And, oh yeah, the other thing about me is that, boy, I'm really bad at remembering names.
You're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Can I see this crime scene from here?
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Yeah, I got it. Can I get rid of that? Bony-legged path. Can I zoom in? Yeah. Rental cabins. Just over there, I guess. Visiting the mine place does not pause the game. So be mindful of nearby threats. I like to go the wrong way first.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
So I could use an item on that to open it. Figuring out how this all works.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
That feels like a inside joke that I don't get. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. I also like to read everything. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer, tennis? No. In this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. Does a hike a day keep depression away? Might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Thank you for reminding me. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get on out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Now that's an inside joke I do get. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith, it's like the most generic name ever, was reunited with her beloved dog, Coffee Bean. Aww. CB, as his owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times? It's actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there? Usually you're telling folks that you found their dog's dead, their cat's eaten, so it felt real good to give some good news. Even if Coffee Bean is in kinda rough shape. Fur will grow back, sure, but well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. And the headline for the Bright Falls Record, Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, 1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction, said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness who preferred to remain anonymous said, it's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off, and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again. Representative from the rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us. The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochure and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. So I guess we're looking for newspapers. And probably instead of coffee things, we're probably looking for 8 balls of Coke or something like that. Starting fires is prohibited. Please do not feed the wildlife. No trace.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Yeah. Need a jump. Got it. Coffee thermoses. My mind is slow. All right, it's late. Mirror Peak. This mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Oh, I see. I can actually zoom in from this view, too. What do the other buttons do, if anything? So that's... He takes out our flashlight, looks like. Y is inventory. We've got a standard issue FBI sidearm, semi-automatic with low recoil and moderate stopping power. Some ammo and Logan. Okay. Increases maximum health. And we can have 3 charms. Charm bracelet. So 3 charms on the bracelet. Made by Logan for her mother. Has hooks to attach charms to. Standard issue FBI flashlight. Okay. And is the flashlight actually on? Yeah, it is. Okay. And X so far doesn't do anything. There's our items. Okay. There's dodge. It's like, what are you doing? It's just a standard investigation technique. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'm following now.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Oh, he's far enough away that he's actually using the radio.
Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
Booty lighting.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
The facial expressions are great.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real?
Witch's ladle.
You guys hiring?
Witch hut. Okay.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Here it is. Oh, I
This
love
is the
investigating
scene of the
crime
crime.
scenes.
We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Unlock your first key image. Placed on the caseboard inside the Mine Palace. Allows Saga to activate clues. The key image can be selected. Placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Oh, maybe that. So that wasn't the third guy wasn't the one we were playing as. This guy. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. To see if this is linked to the killings, we're here to investigate. There's just something about investigating crime scenes in video games that I just love. I don't know what it is. I love it. Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation. The key image is placed that will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Got it. Now free to examine. Find evidence. We've got something to find to continue that line. And it just pops like right back out. Collect clues from the body. Progress the investigation. There's the heart.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
We've got 3 to collect.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
I don't see any tattoos so far. Oh, right. You hit up. Okay. Major chest trauma. Cargo straps. So you put it on top of the question. Okay.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
And it's this cult of the tree? Clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. The killer or killers and the victim. Check the updated goals. Learn about the victim and the killer. Gotcha.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
2 and 3. Is there something else behind? No. What is that?
Someone left in a hurry.
Oh.
Knocked the tripod over.
Okay, tripod.
Was it for a camera?
Like recording the murder?
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
That seems more about the killers, right? For later, cooler and beer bottles. Oh. Interesting.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town
Wait.
about 13 years ago. And I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
I remember that guy.
Oh,
I think.
yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Oh, yeah. I remember that guy. Who's going to be discovered by speaking to people as well as by examining your surroundings.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases
Didn't
together.
do any showering
After his partner
together?
got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Okay.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Yeah, let's go in, since we know more about the victim. Casey. Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. Thornton. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Former FBI agent, mental state questionable at time of disappearance.
Oh, I sure do.
Oh, cool.
His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
You can replay the conversation.
Until now.
I dig it. Learn more about the killer. That other stuff is for later.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Did we see something, or am I just going on a wild goose chase?
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
Is there more to see here?
Large amount of blood on the table.
Ah.
The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Yeah, let's think about it.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Messy scene, crime of passion, premeditated? Premeditated or spontaneous? Premeditated, right? Because they were waiting. Seemed.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Sounds like there's a little, like, echo going on. Interesting. I guess that's like, it's a mind echo.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Can use profiling inside Saga's mind. Place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Okay. This totally reminds me of Deadly Premonition, where you press A to profile. Wait, what's this?
Mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. I mean, that's something. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
And the ritual.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
And we can do it again, it looks like. Oh. Creepy sounds. Came from Cauldron Lake. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now? After 13 years? Where's he been?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
I was gonna say, how does he know where to go? I kind of dig that they run when you
one of
run.
your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me.
Here's Witch's Ladle.
What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
Oh.
You need to get out more.
Speaking
It
of
is kinda
the
creepy,
creeps. I noticed the environment getting a little foggy.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Witch's Ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. She was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Wait, is this like one of those things where you put your face where the toll is? Where her heart's missing for a picture? That's bizarre. Oh, this is blocked, though. We walked through this. It's in a manuscript page.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
It's got a little funkiness going on there. We're not going to pick it up?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
I can kind of read it. But... okay, good. It's like she's just gonna leave it there?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
We can read them in the
I should
Mind
profile
Palace.
Nightingale about this page.
Good. Oh. It just was not loading for me for some reason. I mean, it's just the same stuff, right? Yeah. Return one invitation. That's the chapter, I guess.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside. The awful truth.
The heart.
You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
The antlers.
I must find out what.
Remember we saw the deer in the water? And they're kind of making her look like the deer there. The deer also scared Nightingale, right? Oh, right, we already saw that.
From the lake that's not a lake.
Footprints.
It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Nightingale has something hidden inside of him.
I carry his words close to my chest now.
Examine the body.
The awful truth.
Reading the
You must
words.
dig it out.
These words felt like a message. Someone playing a game with them.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Learned all I can here. Need to get the body back to town for examination.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Maybe the heart was replaced. Are you sure this isn't just an illusory wall? Sure I can't just walk through it? Oh, you have to roll, and we can't roll yet. Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I love the voice acting. So should I be looking for pages? Is the question.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Oh, dear. Nice.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
I really appreciate how like it started out intense, but like now it's taking its time establishing stuff. I really enjoy stories like this. It's not just non-stop crazy
Seems like a nice town
action.
so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I don't mind a slow burn start at all. That looks like I'm already seeing like, oh, yeah.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
So there is hidden stuff off the beaten path. I should keep my eyes open. I'm not gonna like go crazy to try to find everything, but I'll kind of look off to the side every once in a while. We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. I do like to experience everything and read everything, but I just like to keep things moving too. So I try to find a good balance. Manuscript fragments. Wait, what? Weapon upgrade. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. What? Makes sense. Oh, I see. I need 18. 18 or 12. More bullets, another headshot. Instead an enemy with 2 bullets to the head. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. That's strange, but this is a weird game. I guess it's the idea could be like we're writing our own story, part of the story, by choosing the upgrade. Not running anymore, eh?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Struggling a bit there, buddy. A little teleporting. Got powers I'm not aware of. You want to teach me how to do that? Okay. So, like, I think it's worth it to go over here. Take a look.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
The Rarest Wildlife in the Pacific Northwest by James Chi. Finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over. the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Yeah, we noticed those before. Nothing I could recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. Sounds are getting closer. Moved inland, foliage is stunning. Let's come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. I mean, we saw beer. They could be talking about Nightingale. After I saw the weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at. But I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago. They sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. I'm gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place. And they just left their stuff here, so they're probably dead.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
a triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
You guys get it? Triangle? No? Practicing. Stuck.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Beautiful.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
Wait, are those coffee thermoses?
I'll park there anyway.
Jeez.
I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
I'm gonna wrap up this first episode
just up
here.
The waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Yeah, right there. Bright Falls, Washington. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this first episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think so far. Please do like the video and subscribe. It does help the channel, and I won't ask every episode because I know that can get quite annoying, and frankly, I don't like doing it. But it does really help me to grow the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm excited to get into the creepy action. And I love you all.